What's up, Hedgehog Maniacs and Doki Fanatics? Sonic17 here, back with more Doki Doki Storm, which is a mod for Doki Doki Literature Club. The last time you saw me play, oh man, it really got heated between Yuri and Natsuki when it came to poem sharing. I mean, it does happen during from MC's perspective, when you do it in the main game, but I still can't believe what transpired from Yuri's perspective. I mean, this mod does tell you to heed all content warnings, but I still can't believe that just transpired. And you probably noticed that I had a little toxicity within me when it came to Natsuki, so like I said, I have favoritism when it comes to Natsuki. It's just, I don't know. I gotta keep going. I have to see how this plays out. Because it's time to dive in, and let's do it to it. Here we go. I just hope you guys can hear me as well. It's after school. I'm heading to the club room. I'm practically bursting with excitement and anticipation of what I'm about to do. As I enter the room, the first thing I see is Monica, sitting at a desk reading a book. She doesn't look up as I approach her. I gently place my hand on the back of her head for better leverage. Oh! Oh! Oh my God! I never felt so alive! This better be a dream. I gaze at the blood on my trembling hands, enjoying the smell and the taste of it, taking it all in as many ways as possible. MC. I turn aside the X. His whole body is shaking. He must be very excited to see me. It's good to see you again, Sadie X. I've been looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to this my whole life. Ugh. Whoa. Thank you for doing that, Yuri. Now I can be together forever. You'll never be alone again. Come, let me ravish you. It was a dream.
A few moments later.
What a nice dream! Maybe for you, but not to the people who like Monica and Natsuki. I know I'm of good things to come. I take a moment to stretch out in bed, continue to fantasize about everything I'd like to do today. And then I notice something odd. Why am I wearing my uniform? I wore my pajamas to bed, right? It appears to be my spare uniform. Except, why am I covered in blood? Was I playing with my knives in my sleep? Oh man. Oh man. Blood! Blood! Blood everywhere! So much blood! Oh. Did say this mod was disturbing. Oh, wait! There's less blood now! What was that? Am I hallucinating? I don't know if that was hallucination or not. I don't remember that ever happening before. But then again, my memory isn't what it used to be, I think. My head is feeling fuzzier than ever. There definitely seems to be blood on my uniform, though. I can feel it and smell it. And it doesn't taste like mine. I need to go somewhere I can inspect myself better. Oh man. Well, while I'm definitely no stranger to the sight of blood, I just wish I could remember what happened. That was a dream I just experienced, right? It wasn't real. I didn't really kill Monica and Natsuki. It was just a dream. Did I? Oh man. Blood, 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 blood. Blood, 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 blood. Cut them open and let blood spill everywhere. I should be fantasizing about killing people. I'm pretty sure that's bad. You think? Isn't it? Well, one thing I'm certain of is one thing I am certain of at this point is that I can't go to school like this. You think? Where's my regular uniform? I think I put it in the washing machine. I go downstairs and find my uniform in the dryer. I don't remember putting it in there, but I'm glad it's ready to be worn. I'll just add that to the growing list of gaps I reserve in my memory. Soon, I clean up, change, and ready to go. There are bruises on my left thigh around the marks from Sandy X's pen, but fortunately my skirt is long enough to hide them. I'm still feeling unsettled about the confusing circumstances surrounding my morning so far. But I'm doing my best to put it in my mind. From my mind, sorry. I try to recapture the feeling that I had last night. And it makes my choice of which knife to bring today obvious. Pyro! Could that be... Well... Pyro is something you can use, like... If you have the power of fire. Is that also one of the characters you can use in a team game of Team Fortress 2? I mean, I'm gonna say this right now. I have never played Team Fortress 2. I can just imagine you people commenting that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to stay positive right now. Anyway, I grasp Pyro's red handle and take it down from the rack, taking a moment to admire the pattern of flames across their surface, something to ignite the fires of my passion. I slipped it into my pocket and head out. After it's a coincidental
school day, I eagerly enter the club room. I'm disappointed to find that Sandy X isn't here yet. But then again, I am fairly early. The only one else here is Natsuki, slumped over in the seat with her head down on the desk. Is she sleeping? How did she get here before me? She must have come here before class ended. Or could she have been here since yesterday? After I killed her? No. Wait, I did kill her. Monica indicated that she's alive, right? I wish my memory wasn't feeling so distorted. I don't know what to trust anymore.
You and me both, Yuri.
I dreamed I killed her last night, but it was just a dream. It wasn't real. How would I even feel if she was dead? I'm pondering this as I move to stand over her.
That's something I don't want to ponder.
She's my rival. My nemesis. It would be good to get rid of her. My hand goes to my pocket to feel Pyro's grip. It would be so easy to just end her life right now.
Don't you dare!
It's getting harder to remember the reasons not to do that. But I know I felt regret when I thought I killed her yesterday. Because why? I'm trying to reach back into my memories to remember why. Because I want to be friends with her. Is that right? The more I try to remember, the more confused I get. I've never had friends before. Why do I want her to be my first friend? I know I hate her, and yet I seem to remember. Some part of me, at some level, liking her.
This is back to Act 1. I think she still has some memories from Act 1.
But the more I think about it, the less certain I am. In fact, the longer I stand over her, the less certain I am that she is even alive. Is she breathing? I can't tell from this angle. I release my grip of Pyro and take my hand out of my pocket. I gently poke Natsuki's shoulder.
What? What do you want, Yuri?
I was just making sure you were sleeping.
Oh boy.
She groans and slowly pulls herself to her feet.
Quit being weird.
She walks past me to the closet and starts looking through her manga. Weird. That word feels important. I remember it being a hateful word. She must still be angry at me. Considering I tried to kill her, I guess some anger would be understandable. Nevertheless, there's nothing to do but sit and get back to my book.
MC.
Within a few minutes, Sandy X enters the room. Welcome back, Sandy X.
Hi Yuri.
Now that he's here, I'm not sure how to say what I wanted to say to him. I glance back at Natsuki, who is now sitting at a nearby desk, reading a manga. She seems strangely uninterested in Sandy X's presence for someone who was trying to split us up. But I still rather not take any chances about being overheard. Huh? I'm holding his arm, pulling him to the corner. It takes all my willpower to stop myself from pulling him into the closet and acting out of my fantasies of cutting him open. I force myself to let go of him. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound.
It's Monika's tampering, Yuri.
Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you would consider it and apologize. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I can tell something was off yesterday.
My heart swells with relief. He understands, even though I didn't finish my explanation.
Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Sonny X. My pounding heart is making me feel lightheaded. Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and my head is going fuzzy again. Sorry. What am I saying right now? I just...
Hey! Have you guys seen Monika?
I forgot to be ready for Natsuki to try to interfere.
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
No! Don't distract him from me!
Man! Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either?
No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit.
I watch you carefully, trying to figure out how best to approach this situation. Perhaps this is an opportunity to publicly express my devotion to Sonny X. And that I didn't mean it. Calling Natsuki beautiful.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize.
She's got a confused look, actually. Because I know what Natsuki's gonna say. Because of what Monika said in the last recording.
I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
Yeah? Well, I stabbed her. I think. Why is she acting like it didn't mean anything? Why did I feel so hurt by that?
Jeez. Where was on your mind? I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
I'm so confused. Does this mean she liked it when I cut her?
It's Monika's tampering.
That shouldn't excite me like this. But...
I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
I was not prepared for the friendly look she's giving me now. No, not at all. I don't hate you. What am I saying?
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
She told us to sign the X.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! I guess MC didn't like that remark. Hey, that's Natsuki for you. Anyway.
Just then, Monica busted through the door.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Monica, Natsuki, and Side X are talking amongst themselves, but I'm still thinking about what Natsuki just said. It sounded like she has to decide whether she likes me or Side X more. Why does that make me feel like I have to compete for her affection? That's just silly. That's just... Is it a trick of some kind? It has to be. She's still trying to keep me and Side X apart. Well, I'll just have to make sure that any contact that happens between me and Natsuki happens on my own terms. I have to focus on getting Side X's attention again. I should try to rejoin the conversation.
I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while. I'm still not really good yet.
Still? That must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed.
Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's...
Monica suddenly turned her focus towards Side X.
Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so?
I don't know. It's been a while since I played Act 2 from MC's perspective. But I'm gonna keep saying this. Why must you insist on that freaking pose of yours, Monica? It's like I said before. When you do that pose, it's like you're hiding something behind your back.
In that case, I'll let you go, Side X.
She's beaming at him in a very flirtatious manner. What's more, he's smiling bashfully back as he continues talking to her. This won't do. I have to get him away from her. I'll wait for my first opportunity when there's a momentary lull in the conversation. Side X! Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
I suppose so. I don't think I can say no to you after you gave me that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki is awake for me. After we finished reading yesterday,
She's fine. She's reading over there, see?
I point
to where Natsuki has returned to her manga in the closet. Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. What just happened? Where am I?
What's the story about anyway?
What is he talking about? Well, I seem to be sitting in a seat near the front of the room with my old copy of Portrait of Markov in front of me. I guess we're talking about the book? I take a moment to look at the blur on the back of the book. I need this time to try to calm myself. It seems like the more time I spend in his company, the more my heart pounds. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse. And they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and fixating them to... He looks perturbed. Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. Of course, I just remembered. Natsuki has been steering him towards her interests. I'll have to gradually bring him back on the right path. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. And not the thing about the limbs.
That's kind of...
I'll have to be gentle in how I bring him around to my way of thinking. This is going to take all my fierce finesse and cleverness, which makes me wish all the more that I can think clearly. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Sanyex?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants them to be evil, but because the world's full of horrible people. We're all worthless anyway. And suddenly...
Okay, I have that same look right now, MC.
Where did that come from? I feel like I'm losing control of myself. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
He's so patient, as any lover should be. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying?
I have to focus. Why is this getting so hard to focus?
Let me just get the book.
He retrieves the new Portrait of Markov book from his bag.
Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right?
He takes a seat next to me. Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
My heart is pounding so hard. I can barely hear him. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright. He opens his book in front of him and starts reading. I did it! I'm reading with him! It's exactly what I wanted! He's so close to me! I can practically feel his body animating from him. If only my heart wasn't pounding so hard, I might be able to think of what to say. I'm trying to calm myself. I won't be able to win him over if I don't calm myself. Gradually, I'm able to relax a little, as much as I can expect to in the circumstances. The dizzying feeling of being so close to him is making it harder and harder to sit still. Harder and harder to remain calm. I keep looking at him, hoping I can think of something to say. Eventually, he looks back at me and our eyes meet. Sorry, I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really need to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right?
When he stands up, I feel a well of despair mixing up my insides. He better not be thinking of going back to Natsuki. No! He's sliding his desk closer to mine. He makes his intent obvious when he puts his own book between us where we can both see it. I suppose so.
Man.
He's sitting even closer to me. Our bodies are almost touching. I wish more than ever that I could think of what to say, but my pounding heart seems determined to keep me from speaking. I try to occupy with putting my copy of the book away, but it doesn't make me any calmer, especially when I recognize the symbolism of the position we're in. It's very much like the beings of the story, our arms and hands working together, despite being from separate people. I'm barely aware that he is still talking. I'm too focused on assuming a symbiotic position. Soon, we'll read together, with him turning each page with his right hand and passing it to my left hand.
Oh boy.
I find myself fantasizing about how wonderful it would be for us to be together, and would be bound together permanently. To have our lives working in tandem like this forever.
Sheesh.
I've already proved I can be proficient with my sewing kit. I wonder how hard it would be to sew our bodies together.
It's kind of reminded me of a movie called Stuck on You, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why, but it just is. Anyway.
Are you ready?
Eh?
The book! Turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
Our eyes meet again. I feel like I could gaze into those eyes forever. I can't wait to do just that. But for now, the book. I have to focus on the book. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks.
As we continue to read, I find myself watching his beautiful hand as it moves over the page. I long to cut it open and watch rivers of blood pour out.
That's not a good idea right now, Yuri.
I wonder how long we would have to be seeing each other before it would be appropriate to start cutting him open. I really want to do it now, but this is our first date, right? That would be way too forward.
I don't know if this would be considered a date or not.
Still, the more I imagine it, the more my heart pounds. The more my desire grows. My hand finds its way to Pyro's grip in my pocket. Maybe I could just ask him if he would be alright to cut him a little. The worst you could say is no, right?
Man.
My heart is pounding so hard at the thought of doing that my senses are swimming. But somewhere in the fury going on within me, I remind myself that I still need to win him over, and I need to do it gradually. I don't know if I can take the pressure of waiting. I feel like if I don't cut something soon, I'm going to burst. Suddenly I realize that the buzzing noise I I'm hearing is actually his voice. The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't really like this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? I forced myself to release Pyro and take my hand out of my pocket. But I can't stop my hands from shaking. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? I put my hands to my chest, feeling my heart pounding faster than ever. I'm only now conscious of the fact that I've been panting the whole time I was watching his hand. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Cut something, cut something, cut something, cut something, cut something, cut something. I stagger into the girls' washroom. I'm pulling Pyro out of my pockets as I take a seat on the nearest toilet. The stupid bandages on my thigh are in the way. I cut right through them. The extra stink from going over my own cuts brings welcome relief. Maybe for you, but not... But it isn't that satisfying because the bandage soaks up the blood. I want to see it. Well, what if... I start rolling up my left sleeve. It's a little awkward pulling up both the blazer and undershirt sleeve, but I managed to get them up to my elbow. Man. I feel a lot calmer after I add another mark of the row of existing marks on my forearm. That's better. I smile at the trail of blood lazily dripping out of my arm. That would be much easier to hide. As I start catching and cleaning up all the blood, my head is feeling a little clearer and I have some time to think. I wonder all over again why do I have to keep this a secret? Everything would be so much easier if I could just really cut myself in the clubroom. I smile as I imagine what it could be like. Anytime I feel like taking a break from reading, I could cut myself a couple times and then just resume reading afterward. And maybe I would... Sorry. And maybe I wouldn't have to do it in such unhygienic surroundings, like on a public toilet. I imagine sharing and comparing the marks on my body with the others. Well, obviously, subjects is the one I would like to share with the most of all. But it would be nice to have a friend to share with, and let out a sign of longing. As fuzzy as my head has been lately, I'm still very aware that I don't have any friends. Or at least, not human friends. I give Pyro a quick hug, in case they felt neglected. Well, once I get with X, maybe that won't matter anymore. That is, if I could get with X. It just occurred to me that I walked out on him in the middle of reading together. I hope he isn't mad at me. But even if he is, maybe he'll be okay. Man. I could just offer to cut him a few extra times to make him feel better. In fact, I would gladly do it. Thinking about it makes me eager to return to the club room to resume reading with him. I take a moment to make myself presentable and head out. returned, eager to get back to read with Side X, but he's no longer in the sea and his book is nowhere to be seen.
I'm gonna stop here, Hedgehog Maniacs. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around what the hell just happened at the beginning. I was not expecting what I saw to start this video. With Yuri slicing Monika's neck, then to Natsuki. I don't know. I mean, it was good nonetheless so far. I'm still looking forward to see what happens. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was too fixated on trying to see what happens between MC and Yuri that I don't know if the Sayuri post, if the one with Sayuri, you know, was shown in the background of the club room. It might on the third day of it might before during day 4 of Act 2. But for now, Sonic 17 signing out. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think down below. And if you want to see more of my content, subscribe to me so you'll check out the rest of my content, and you can also check out the videos you see here on the screen. I told you to stop doing that, Monica!